Time for some quick tips and tricks with using CSS variables in React components. Here I have a v-react template, which is just mounting a basic input component. Here's the input. It's not doing anything special at all. Let's add some CSS styling here. We'll say any input will have a color of red, will have a padding of 2 rem, and a border of, let's say, 1 rem, so we can really see it, solid, and for the color, we'll just set it, we will use a custom CSS variable. There we go. Let's just save that. And this is what it looks like at the moment. Amazing. Okay, so we need to inject that border color from the React component here. So the first thing you might try and do is add it to the style tag here, because this is where you could do color here. That works fine. But you'll notice that, I mean, first off, you'll try and do this border color like this. And it won't work because you can't start variable names or keys with the minus sign. That's an operator in JavaScript. So we'll just go and wrap that with quotes. But now TypeScript is really unhappy. And you get this big error like style doesn't like it. Okay, so we can resolve this though. If we go and extend React, so we'll go and declare a module called React. And I just so happen to know that there's an interface on React called CSS properties, which is the thing that this style tag is. Look, there you go, you can see it there, CSS properties or undefined. So if I was to go and, I can add extra things here, so I could say border color is allowed to be a string. That is actually because didn't really notice because of my font, but that's actually 3 dashes. So there you go, like that's allowed, that's fine. This couldn't be a number though, so I could extend it to be a number. And then what about other CSS variables? So I would want like a border solid maybe. Well, that's actually not supported, so we can make this a bit more generic by saying, let's just put the red back in there, by saying that the key of this property starts with 2 dashes and then has a string after it, because that's the format that CSS variables are. Which means that we can actually inject any CSS variable here, no problem. Like we can just come up with our own, very nice. That's great. Pretty ugly though, and annoying that you have to do this TypeScript stuff. There is a better way. Okay, so let's just prove that worked. There we go, it's red. There is a better way though. We can leverage Tailwind. So if we get a class name, you can actually do, in Tailwind, you can do like dynamic properties. So you can say like a width is like 2 rem. You can put any value in there, it just like dynamically computes it. You can also do like descendant selectors and stuff like that. So you could say like any div that's within this and then do some stuff. There's one more cool thing you can do though. Inside this magical dynamic square brackets area, you can set custom properties like so. So if I just go and get rid of that, and then I hover over this, you'll see it will generate for me this, which is exactly the style that I want.